it looks not cheap, but it kind of looks boring. So always look in the mirror, as Coco said, take one thing away. Those women who wear like a ton of jewelry, accessories, all of the things, like they can be so expensive, but it kind of looks cheap. So those are all of my tips on how we can all look more polished, more elegant, more expensive without dropping all the dollars. Hello everyone! In today's video I'm going to show you 10 different ways on how you can look more expensive. So we all probably admire the women who walk around town looking extremely polished and just looking very expensive, but sometimes we just don't have the budget to buy all of those high-end designer pieces, and in this video I'm going to explain to you that designer pieces are not the one thing that make you look more expensive. So I will just start with my 10 tips. The first of them all is wear minimalistic jewelry. Like if you see those very polished, expensive looking women, you probably don't see them wearing like very chunky and chunky necklaces or like the biggest and most like extravagant jewelry. They usually wear like very delicate, mostly gold, sometimes silver, depending on what suits your complexion and what do you like more. Just some delicate earrings, maybe some studs, maybe some little small hoops, not like the big hoops, because if you've watched Khloe Kardashian and Keeping Up with the Kardashians, you know the bigger the hoops, the bigger the hoe. So yeah, probably like small hoops, studs, some small like dainty ones, also like one small necklace that you can wear like every single day. And the only thing that I think you can get away with wearing like more kind of a little bit more jewelry is a little arm stack, and there you can be a little bit more adventurous. But I would say necklace and earrings stay just delicate and simple. Then next tip is tone outfits. If you're in doubt what to wear to look like polished, expensive, tone outfits are usually your savior. Like they don't even have to be like the exact tone, but like different tones of beiges or different tones of whites, all black outfits, camel tone outfits, mostly like the neutral tones. They make you look like a lot more expensive than the things probably are. Like they could be from Zara and you could look like $1 million if you pair them very well. And yeah, tone outfits are just like a great no-brainer that won't make you look like you walked out of a candy store, because you don't look polished and expensive if you wear like 50,000 different colors. I know color blocking and different colors can look gorgeous, but it's harder to find an outfit that looks gorgeous. And if you want a no-brainer, just go tone and mostly neutrals. Then a next tip is wear some nice perfume. I know it's not like a fashion tip, but I think like you wear it, so it counts. So if you wear a nice perfume, it just gives you this beautiful scent around you, which makes you feel like, yeah, again, a lot more expensive, like polished. It's just you feel better, and the people you're talking to, they feel better as well, because no one likes a stinky person. And yes, so very nice perfume. And I would actually suggest you to find like your perfume, so you have like a signature scent that you always wear, so people like kind of recognize you from your perfume, because I think this is a very nice thing. If you don't think, you can do something else, but I actually like that very much. And my favorite perfume, for those of you who are interested, is Gucci Guilty, the black version, but I also like the original version. And then next tip, it kinda goes hand in hand with the tip number 1 of the minimalistic earring necklace situation. It's not too many accessories. And I know like accessories are our best friends. Like that's the thing that we probably would invest in like the fastest, because you wear accessories every single day and you can wear them with like numerous outfits. And yeah, but don't go too hard on them. Like don't wear a hat over a headband with like a scarf and a brooch and like 17,000 types of jewelry and like I don't even know what kind of accessories, and like the big sunglasses with the hat. Like just think of Coco Chanel, which we can all agree on was like is like the hero of dressing expensive, elegant, polished. And she once said that before you leave the house, look in the mirror and take one item away, like one accessory away, so you don't over accessorize. So always look in the mirror, as Coco said, take one thing away and then you're ready to leave the house, and you will probably look way more expensive then. Because just one thing, like just think about those women who wear like a ton of jewelry, accessories, all of the things. Like they can be so expensive, but it kind of looks cheap because it kind of looks like you try too hard. And the whole thing of looking polished and expensive is that you don't seem like you try too hard, because then you actually achieve like the exact opposite. Like you achieve like that you wanna look super expensive, polished, elegant, and then you look like just cheap. And yeah, this was the next tip, and off to another one. And another tip is one special piece. I know I said not to accessorize too much, but I always like to wear one statement piece, like one special piece of the outfit. It can be a handbag, it can be a pair of shoes, it can be a headband, it can be a jacket, but just like don't wear like multiple statement pieces. Like don't wear your sequin jacket with your like multi-colored sequiny tweedy skirt. Like one statement piece is enough, because again, same reasons as before. Looks cheap if you wear like all of the statement pieces. Like choose one statement piece, and then I usually choose the statement piece first and then like make my outfit around it. Like yeah, that's my kind of going on thingy. Like that's how I approach styling an outfit. And then another tip is mix different materials, because if you wear like all the same material, like obviously if you wear a dress it is only one material usually, but like if you wear like a skirt or trousers and a top and a jacket and all this is kind of the same material, and then it's also tone and tone, it looks not cheap, but it kind of looks boring. So I think it always adds so much to an outfit to mix your different materials. For example, mix some leather pants with a silky top and maybe even put a tweed blazer on. Like you have to kind of feel how many materials you can mix, but yes, I think like a mix of materials makes the outfit interesting. It gives it a little bit of depth, and yes, that's another tip of mine. Different materials are, for example, linen, silk, cotton, leather, tweed, like all of the things there. And yeah, that looks especially good actually if it's all tone and tone, like I said before. So that's the tip. Then next one, know your shape. Like know your body shape. I mean, no one knows your body as good as you do. No one should know your body as good as you do. And then you kind of know what are your best features, your worst features. Like, do you have a very small waist? Wear a waist belt so you can like kind of make the hourglass shape, like show your hourglass shape. Then if you have gorgeous collarbones, maybe it suits you very well to wear a Bordeaux top or kind of a V-cut. If you have a great décolleté, if you have great legs, maybe go for the skinnier go for kind of skinnier shapes, or a shorter skirt or something like that. So just know your shapes, and don't wear things that are like way too big. Like, I know there's an oversized trend, but there's oversized, and there's just like you went to your dad's closet and took like a jacket that is like 5 sizes too big, because that's not oversized, that's just too big. So don't wear things that are too big. Don't wear things that are too tight. I know sometimes we just don't want to buy a size up, but if you're not ready to buy a size up, just don't buy the item if it's too tight, because too tight, it just doesn't look good. And actually, if you wear jeans in, for example, a 34, but you should actually probably buy a 36. Like, if you wear the 34, you actually probably look way bigger than if you wear the 36, because if it looks too tight, you look like way bigger than you actually are. So don't wear things that are too tight. Also, like, things should fit your shoulders, your waist, your everything like that. So especially like jackets or dresses, if you can, find a local tailor or learn to do it yourself, because it's not that hard if you learn it. Like, YouTube has a ton of videos. I know, like, I wouldn't tailor a jacket myself because I'm not that good, but I mean, you could learn. But I mean, I would absolutely tailor a skirt to make it fit my waist, because that's not the hardest thing to do. And especially if you pay a lot for an item, like, just tailor it. It's like 10, 20, 30 bucks depending on what you do, and your outfit will look like maybe like you paid $1,000 more. So I think it's a very good investment. Then next thing, no creasing or like dirty things. Like, don't wear dirty clothes. Don't wear clothes which have a lot of fuzz on them, or like hair, if you have like cats or dogs, or I don't know, ducks, whatever animals that have hair. Okay, ducks have feathers, but I mean, you also don't want to have feathers on your outfit. But like, look out for your outfits, like, care for them, iron them. I would actually suggest, because I don't think ironing is that cool, like that interesting. So, and it takes a long time to put on the iron board, whatever. Just buy a steamer. It's so much easier, and it does the job exactly the same. So no creasing, no dirt spots, no like hair or stuff like that. So care for your clothes, because even if you wear like a $5,000 Chanel jacket, or there are more, but even if you wear that, if it's dirty, or if it's like is full of hair, like, it doesn't look better than a Zara jacket for $50. So just putting it out there. And then another thing, look for nice details. Like, things that look expensive usually have very nice finishings, like very nice details. So if you have an item that has very cheap looking buttons, for example, like plastic buttons, just buy some buttons in a store, or go on Etsy. They have beautiful vintage buttons, and exchange buttons, and your piece will look like a million times better. Million times more expensive, you will look a million times better wearing it. And it's really not that hard to exchange a button. I mean, you can also bring it to a seamstress, like a tailor, which would probably do it for you, but it's also not that hard to do it yourself. And let me tell you, I'm like the least talented person out there with like my hands and doing stuff, and even I can change a button. So it's not hard if I can do it. And then the last tip, be polished yourself. That means don't wear like a ton of makeup. Like, you look cheap. You look like, I don't know, someone like from not the greatest milieus. If you wear like a ton of makeup, like, do a fresh base, like a glowy makeup, a fresh base, like slightly makeup on the eyes. Like, don't put like a smoky eye on the day, because it just just looks cheap. And yeah, just don't do eyes and lips like very dominant, like choose one. And also like your nails, for example, your nails should always be just nicely polished. That does not mean that you need to go and get a manicure like 5 times a week or even once a week, but you can do it yourself. You can even do gel nails yourself. And if you don't like nail polish or you're not like good at it, also like nude, like nails without a nail polish, like bare nails, they can look very beautiful if you just cut your cuticles, file your nails, put on some hand cream, and also your feet. And I know I'm the last person who has nice feet, but I try to look after them, because if your feet are like gross, and you can wear like the best shoes, and if you see your feet that are gross in there, like the shoe is just not nice anymore, and people just don't want to look at it. Like, I don't even want to look at my own feet if they are ugly. Yeah. And they are usually, and I have to say, like, I don't have the nicest feet. So yeah. And then also your hair, for example. Don't go out with like dirty hair, like greasy hair. And that does not mean washing your hair every single day. I mean, I myself wash my hair not more than once a week. And I go to the gym like 6 times a week, so I sweat in the gym, like sweat a lot. But I also did a video on how to style your hair after the gym without washing it, and also like without using dry shampoo. And you can watch that, and then you maybe have kind of an idea on how to style your hair if it's dirty and you don't want to wash it. So those are all of my tips on how we can all look more polished, more elegant, more expensive, without dropping all the dollars for the super duper expensive clothes. And yes, I hope you liked those tips. Maybe you have another tip for me or for all of us in the comments down below. Just leave it there, because I'm super interested. And yes, if you haven't subscribed already, I do videos, I post them Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday every single week. So if you don't want to miss another one, subscribe. If you have a wish for a future video, leave it in the comments down below as well, because I love hearing your ideas, because you sometimes have such great ideas. And yeah, that's everything I wanted to tell you, and I will see you in my next one. Bye bye.